What's up guys, Connor here with Guns and Stuff, and today I'm out here at the range with my SCAR-17s. I'll be totally honest, I was not looking to make a video, but it's a nice day. I'm shooting my SCAR and I was like, you know what the heck, I'll make a video. I had all my gear and everything. So it's been a while since I've made a video talking about my SCAR-17, and pretty much what I'm going to do is do a little bit of shooting, talk about some things I've done to the rifle and my experiences with it. I did a video on this a while ago, but I'm going to do an updated one. So yeah guys, this is my SCAR-17s. I really haven't done a whole lot to it. If you've been watching Guns and Stuff for a while, you know that I kind of like to run this rifle to me the SCAR-17 is a very versatile rifle because it's nice and lightweight. It's that heavy hitting 308 cartridge. So I've run this with an aim point and a weapon light before. I've run this with my AccuPower. Typically I run this rifle kind of like a heavy SPR type rifle, I guess. The 1 1/8 power scope. If I need to, move a little bit faster, I can crank it down to 1 power. And then if I'm shooting out like I am today a little bit farther, crank it down to 8 power, or crank it up to 8 power, I should say. But this is the Trijicon AccuPower. I have this in an American Defense quick detach mount. I really haven't done much to this rifle. Some people feel the need to have to change everything about this rifle right when they get it. I don't really understand that, but to each their own. Regular muzzle brake. I do have the 2-inch 1913 Picatinny extension here from Parker Mountain Machine. I wanted that just because I felt like I could get my hand with the bipod off, my hand up a little bit more control, I guess, if that means anything to you guys. I do like this. I've got an Urban ERT sling, Paris bipod American Defense QD mount. I haven't really changed anything. I mean, I changed the grip, the stock is the same, safety selector's the same, lower's the same, regular FN magazines, which work great. There's no issues with this rifle at all. So we're gonna do some shooting today. I've done some shooting here at 100 yards, but get some footage of me shooting and just kind of do a quick video on this rifle because I haven't done one in a while. But let's get to shooting. So I'm here downrange. I just took five-shot groups with my SCAR. This is at a little past 100 yards, and you can see none of these groups are really anything too great. This one was my best, and I'm using the Malaysian 146 grain L2A2 surplus. I mean, I'll take that with surplus ammo any day, but the rest of my groups, that one's all right. This rifle is much more accurate than I am. I have definitely gotten sub-MOA groups with this rifle in the past. It really likes 168 grain Federal Premium, at least my rifle does. But just to start off the day, five-shot groups. You guys can clearly see the one in the middle is the best. I'd say that's, I don't know, maybe an inch and a quarter. So not quite sub-MOA, but I'll take that. Alright guys, so a few more things about the SCAR here. I did change out the regular trigger to the Geissele Super SCAR trigger, which in my opinion is probably one of the best improvements you can do to this rifle. Super nice trigger. If you haven't tried a Geissele, try one. They're awesome. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but I've had 100% reliability with this trigger. Some triggers can be a little sketchy. I definitely recommend Geissele. So reliability with this rifle has been 100% with brass cased ammunition. Brass cased, this thing eats them up, spits them out, does its job. The one time I had a malfunction with brass cased ammo was when I did my kind of impromptu dirt test. I had the action open and threw a handful of dirt in there, charged it, which I don't think would ever happen in the field. That test was very unrealistic. I did have a failure to extract at that point, but that's probably never going to happen. All right, that was an unrealistic test. Now steel cased ammo, Wolf, the only steel cased I've tried through this was Wolf. I think it was 147 grain, just their cheap stuff. This rifle did not like that at all. I had multiple malfunctions with that stuff, so I got rid of it and only shoot brass. A couple things that it's not really a problem, it's just something that is kind of weird about this rifle is, as you can see here, when I shoot, the rear sight likes to pop up. And what I've had to do in the past is I put this blue sticky tack, I think it's called, to set it down, but as you guys can see, I didn't mess with this. It was popped up when I was shooting over there, so that's kind of a bummer. And then also this rear pin and the bottom pin on the rear sight always drifts out to the right on my rifle, and I always have to tap it back in, which again is not a big deal. I've never taken like an actual actually I have. I haven't taken like a carbine course with this rifle, so if you're shooting it a lot, it might walk its way out, but the amount of shooting that I've done with this rifle, it isn't really an issue. I always take it home and tap it back in. But yeah. All right, guys, so like I said earlier, the SCAR is not a precision rifle. It's a battle rifle. It's made to take a full-size cartridge, the 7.62x51, get rounds on target accurately. Doesn't need to be surgical, you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I think this rifle is for. This is a minute of man rifle. It's a battle rifle. So to kind of show that, I have a full-size steel plate all the way down range at 300 yards. I'm going to get this mag on that target as moderately fast as I can and try to get as many hits on target as I can, because that's what this rifle is made to do. So in my opinion, that's what it's made to do. So let's try it. As you guys can see, this rear sight keeps popping up. It's annoying. I'm looking through my iron sights now. I think those were all hits. So yeah, in my opinion, that's what this rifle is made to do. And another thing to keep in mind when you're doing fast shooting strings with this rifle, this aluminum up here gets really, really, really hot. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious you're shooting a rifle, full-size rifle cartridge, but it gets it gets hot really, really quick, and you almost need a glove if you're gonna be shooting this more like a carbine, just word to the wise. One thing I wanna show you after doing that long string of shooting, I did run a couple mags through on that 300 steel target. After doing stuff like that, these QD, and this is American Defense, the throw levers, either the front or back, always seem to come loose. I've contacted ADM about it. This is the second set of levers they've sent me, and it happens, it happens quite frequently. I don't shoot this rifle like a precision rifle, so I surprisingly never really notice a loss in accuracy, because the shooting I'm doing it's kind of, like I said, minute of man shooting. I don't know if it's the SCAR recoils impulse or whatever, but it definitely, the QD mounts, in this case American Defense, definitely come loose. I think somewhere down the line, sooner rather than later, I need to get just a fixed mount instead of having QD. So something to keep in mind. If this has happened to you, let me know. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that kind of improvised video I did with my SCAR. I really had no plans to make a video today, but it's a nice day and I figured, what the heck, I've got my stuff with me, so why not try to get one out. So, SCAR-17, the rear sight flipping up is pretty annoying. This blue stuff has been working for a while, and then it just kind of gave out today. It really isn't doing much, so I might put like a rubber band around it or something. That roll pin in the back of the rear sight popping out is also kind of annoying. I guess it is what it is. I gotta go home and pop that in. The QD levers, that's always happened. They've always kind of come loose. There's really nothing I can do about it. I contacted ADM and they said put the new levers in. That didn't do anything. So my next investment is definitely gonna be a new mount for this. But reliability wise, guys, the SCAR is great. It doesn't like steel cased ammo. It really likes anything brass that you put in it. I mean, anything. I've put expensive stuff, dirt cheap surplus. I've put a bunch of stuff through this. And round count, I really have no idea. I would say probably over 5,000 rounds, but not over 10,000. I love this rifle. It's not going anywhere. Very versatile rifle. I've had it for a while now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations or anything you want to see, please leave it down in the comments. Connor with Guns and Stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.